really hope you're not about to kill me. What's up, billionaires? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another story time. Yes, it is the easiest video to film, and yes, I am guilty for taking the easy way out, but I'm not the only one. Hey! Story times seem to be really popular anyways, so why not? This is what you're gonna get today. Okay, so you've already seen the title. This is the story time about my weird babysitting encounter thing. I don't know what to call it. Let's just say it was really awkward and inappropriate what this guy was doing. Okay, so this is actually my first like story time about babysitting. I probably have a couple. I've definitely babysat some crazy kids and worked with some crazy parents, so there's probably some more stories that I can pull out of my sleeve, but this is the one that you're gonna get today. So basically I was on care.com as a sitter because that was like where I got most of my jobs from, right? So I signed up as a babysitter and I got a lot of good like normal jobs, like mostly moms. This was actually the only encounter I've had where it was like a dad that was like organizing the babysitting, you know? But I wanted to think the best. We were messaging on the app and I think he told me an hourly rate and said like he needs his son to be watched like after school. I was like, okay, yeah, let's meet, let's interview. So I would always set up an initial interview first. So we met at Panera Bread. That was our location that we chose. And basically I was waiting for this guy for a long time. He was really late and I was really early. Just my luck. And so yeah, this guy was really late. And I tried to like think nothing of it, but of course I got annoyed. And like every guy that would walk into Panera, I would like smile at and be like, "Are you the dad? Are you the dad?" Even though I knew he was Asian because of his profile picture and because of like his bad texting. So I knew like, okay, this guy doesn't speak that much English. Okay, that's fine. And so this Chinese guy walks in with his little son, and I believe he apologizes for being late. Like he was very nice. He was just asking me about like my past work experience and all that. And then like we go up to the counter because him and his son wanted to order something. And then he asked me if I wanted anything really nicely. I declined. I just like had water and like just like watched his son eat. And I was like trying to connect with the son, like trying to make him laugh, like tell him like who are your friends? Like, are you in school? Like, how's life? You know? There wasn't really a connection there. He was kind of shy. I get it. But then the dad says, like, I need a babysitter tonight. And I'm like, this is an interview. Like, usually, like, I'll go back to my place, you go back to your place, and in a couple days, like, maybe I'll sit for you, you know? That's just, like, how it usually works. You don't just, like, babysit right after the interview. So I thought that was a little weird, but I was, like, open to it, like, open to hearing, like, what he was saying. He basically just said that, like, he needed a sitter tonight, and I said, like, when? What time? Like, I didn't have a ride, so yeah, so I said I didn't have a ride, like I Ubered there, and he was like, no, like I take you like back to my place. And I'm like, that sounds really sus, like we just met, like I'm not about to get in your car, like that sounds weird. Things got a little better after this. Like this whole story is like a roller coaster. Like I'm so shocked that I haven't told this before. Oh, and I'm so happy I finally am. Story times are so fun, like so fun. Give this a thumbs up, cause yeah, cause you love me. Okay. Okay, so yeah, he's like, let's go back to my place, like you babysit for my son. And sorry, I just need a drink of water. This is my live spring water. Use code Cosette for 15 or 20% off. I have some strawberries in here, some mint, and some blueberries, though it turns the water pink. Hello, 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 hello. I drink from the La Fleur de Vie. La Fleur de Vie. Use code Cosette. Okay, so something in me, like, part of me feels weird when he says, like, let's go back to my place. And so, like, my guard was instantly up, and I was like, that sounds like a red flag. Like, what? Like, go back to your place? Like, we just met, you know? But something in me said it's okay. So that part of me just took over and I went with it. So I said yes. And this is where shit gets funny. This is probably gonna be in the title, like what I'm about to tell you next. This is probably gonna be the title. I don't know what I'm gonna call this video yet, but something to do with the next event. So we walk outside to get in his car. He says he lives like really close. Like, this was in Santa Monica, so like he said he lived close. I was like, okay, I really hope you're not lying and not about to kill me. And so we walk outside. This is just so funny because I've never had this happen to me where it was just like it was fun, like it's cool, it's cool. Okay, so basically, like, we walked out to his car. He unlocks his car. His car is a red Lamborghini. And I'm just like, what? Like, wait, is that really your car? Like, what's going on here? Like, what do I not know? You know, like, what do you do for a living? You know? A little suspicious, you know. I was like, where do you get all this money? Just confused. I get in the passenger seat of the Lambo. I'm not embellishing this at all. A guy I met on care.com, yeah. The best new dating site. I'm actually giving them a promo. Oh gosh, no. So yeah, we get in the car and yeah, his son is in the back, like with his school books and his backpack and all that. Makes sense. Like, I'm glad he didn't put his son in like the front, like, and I got to ride there. No. I'm like trying to keep my cool, like, and not even like that I'm like fangirling that much, because cars or whatever, they're cool, but like I'm not gonna freak over them. But I was more just like confused and like sus, like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what did I get myself into? But then, like, part of me was like, oh yeah, like, he's got money, he's gonna pay real well. So I was like, okay, like, let's just see what this is. So we get to his house. It's a really like modest house. It's like not like a big mansion like you would expect. And it's weird. He had like a couple different cars in the driveway. It was like the Lambo and then like a regular car that like looks like a Toyota or something. But like the Lambo was like the nice car, and I think he had like a Tesla too. So it was like two nice cars and like one regular one. Like, I would do that too, have like one that's not so flashy. Okay, but here is where shit gets weird. Buckle up. Okay, so he asked me to babysit, and the first night things went well. Like, the dad went out and I just played with his son. Like, the son was literally watching TV the whole time, like, so I was just on my phone, like, pretty bored. So it was like really chill, like, it was fine. Then like a week later or something, he hits me up to babysit again, and the texts were just weird. They were just really weird, and like I wanted to assume the best, but he was like, can you babysit for me tonight? And then he was like, he said something like this, like, my son stays at home, you and me go out. And I was like, wait, what? But like, he didn't say it like that, so I didn't know what he meant. I was blind to it. I chose to be blind, but he said something more exact, like, my son, like, can you babysit for me tonight? My son stays home and we'll go to dinner. Something like, he said like, we'll go to dinner, and I thought he meant like him and his friends, you know? So like, that's what I assumed. So I come over, and then he like looks at, like, I like take off my shoes, and then he's like, what are you doing? Like, of course in his like accent, like, what you doing? Like, that's not Chinese accent at all. Oh my god. Okay, next. So yeah, he's like, why are you taking off your shoes? And I'm like, cause I'm babysitting for you, like, I'm at your house, like, with your son, like, who's gonna watch your son? Like, and he's like, no, we go out. And I'm like, who's gonna watch your son? Like, what? I'm like, first of all, like, alarm bells going off, like, I'm not gonna go on a date with you, you know? And then he comes over to the couch and sits next to me, and he says, what was it? He was like, it was really like borderline yet. Like, I didn't really know what was going on yet. He was just like flirty, but there was that language barrier, so like I thought it was just friendliness, you know? And then like the next week I get like a message from him. He found my Instagram somehow. I don't know how. Like, maybe it was linked to my Facebook and he added me on Facebook or something. I really don't know. But I posted this like really provocative photo of myself. It was like like just bikini picture, like really out there. And so he replied to that on my story, and he said, beautiful. And like if it was like a selfie of me smiling and like he said pretty or something, it would still be creepy. It's still creepy if your boss like finds your social media and starts like complimenting on your selfies. Like that's just weird. Alarm bells, like duh. But yeah, I believe that's right when I cut things off, because I just saw, like, I was like, what? Like, he just saw this picture of me. Like, first of all, I don't want him to see that, and I don't want him to like that, you know? That was just weird. So, like, right when that happened, I just, like, I believe I blocked him. If I didn't, I should. And yeah, I just never responded, because that was just really, really weird. He did pay really well, but it was like my average rate. Like babysitting, I started out babysitting like $10 an hour, and like the most I ever made babysitting was probably $15, which is really good. But I'm over the babysitting life. I'm not about like just like molding myself to fit like a parent's like standards. Like no, like I can make money with Reiki and readings. If you want a reading, hit me up. Like a natal chart, yeah, I can do your astrology report, yeah, hit me up, CosetteDeMille.com. Anyways, this was my weird babysitting story time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're ever in a situation that feels unsafe, or it feels like someone is crossing a boundary, first of all, speak up. I told my parents like right away. I was like, this is weird, and they were like, yeah, like don't go to that guy's house anymore, like especially if it was just like me and his son. Just weird, okay? Yeah, don't put yourself in a situation like that. But I mean, I get it. Sometimes we are just like put in those situations. It's not like we try to, like that wasn't my intention, but just know how to get out of it. Like immediately when this guy was like saying like, oh, like you come to my house tonight and you babysit, I was like, alarm bells like going off, like, you know, what like, because he could easily like put his son like in a room, you know, and then like do stuff, you know. I just want you all to be safe and careful. I know like I have a lot of young girls on this channel, so please be smart. I know a lot of you probably babysit, so just make sure you're telling your parents like where you are. Like I have it still on my phone, like even though I'm 18, like I have it on my phone where my mom can like see my location, you know. I just want her to have that comfort and have that security, and then she gives me her location too, you know. That's just like the beauty of our technology. Like sometimes, like when my mom tried to do that when I was like 15 or 16, I was like, no mom, like bye, like come on, I'm a cool teenager, don't follow me around. But now I'm like an adult and I'm like, yeah mom, like you should know where I'm at. Especially like overseas, when I was in Hong Kong and when I was in Paris, like she had my location and she just felt much better about that. So it gives them that security. So just be chill with your parents. They are gonna look out for your best interest. Like I hate being like this YouTuber like saying like listen to your parents, but like sometimes they're right, and sometimes they know what's best. Not all the time, really not all the time, but sometimes they do. So just be safe. Like really do background checks on people, like especially if you're coming into their home, and like, you know, just be safe. Babysitting can be really risky, but it also can be really fun. So be smart, be safe. I care about you. I love you. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you didn't give it a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe for somewhat daily videos. Yeah, they've been daily lately. They've been daily. You can hold me to that. Daily videos, and click the bell so you get a notification every time I upload. For some reason, YouTube's algorithm is way freaked up. I want you all to see when I post. For some reason, someone's been like disliking every video I post. I only have 1K, so it's like, stop hating. But I guess if the haters are hating, then I'm doing something right. Okay, love you, billionaire. Ciao!